Chers partenaires,
Dear partners, government of Niger, community members, and donors, I have the immense privilege and pleasure of presenting the 2021 annual report of World Vision Niger. 2021 has been a momentous year for us, a year in which we established our response to the food crisis in the Sahel, a year in which we launched the 2021 to 2025 strategy, which aims to reach 1,745,000 children, the most vulnerable, so that they are educated, well-nourished, protected, and live in peaceful communities. Thank you for your continued support of World Vision's work in Niger. I invite you to follow Farida as she introduces you to some of World Vision's achievements for 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Eve. Let's start our tour with the Resource Acquisition and Management Department. This department ensures the acquisition and the proper execution of the funds received.
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Clovis.
Hello, Farida.
Can you please tell us about the status of resource acquisition in 2021?
Thank you, Farida. Sit down, please. At the beginning of the 2021 financial year, World Vision Niger set a funding target of more than $6,600,000 US. At the end of the financial year, thanks to the combined effort of all of the departments, World Vision Niger mobilized more than $11,900,000 US, consisting mainly of cash and food resources for food assistance programs. This dollar amount is equivalent to more than 180% achievement.
But who are your donors?
The donors of the World Vision Niger who have contributed to the mobilization of this funding are foundations such as the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Hilton Foundation, and many others. Multilateral donors such as Education Cannot Wait and United Nations agencies such as the World Food Program, UNHCR, UNICEF, and FAO. We also count private funders among our donors.
We would like to say a big thank you to these donors, for whom essential activities have been carried out in several sectors of activity. Now, I invite you to follow Ibrahim to tell us about some remarkable achievements of 2021 in the field of humanitarian assistance.
Thanks, Farida. The response to humanitarian emergencies covers the areas of Maradi, Tawa, and Tila Beri, with the primary objective of meeting the urgent needs of displaced persons and victims of conflict. In 2021, these responses globally reached nearly 3 million people. We will now meet Zuera, a little girl living in the Garain Kaka refugee camp. What have you and your family benefited from World Vision in 2021?
We received food from World Vision, and we also received assistance in cash. We have also benefited from resilience activities, as well as training in small skills such as livestock, agriculture, and trade.
Thank you for your answers. Now I invite you to follow Ulrich to learn more about the health and nutrition sector.
Continuing its contribution to increasing the number of children aged 0 to 5 who are well nourished, World Vision Niger will support the Ministry of Public Health to improve nutrition and health services for children, adolescents, and mothers in the community and healthcare facility level. Now we will ask a few questions to Hawa, a mother who benefited from the actions of World Vision in 2021 in the health center of Fabiji. Hawa, can you tell us what you have benefited from World Vision?
Thank God, we have significantly benefited from the training that the health workers have received from World Vision. Once the woman is pregnant, they take good care of her during the prenatal consultation until she gives birth in good conditions. The mother and her child are taken care of so that there are no problems. And if the child is underweight, he is immediately put in the Focus on Malnutrition program. The nutrition sessions last 12 days, and the children are fed exclusively from locally produced foods.
Thanks, Hawa. Now let's go to Latifa, who will tell us what World Vision has done in the area of food security in 2021.
Thank you, Ulrich.
Implementing the Savings for Transformation Model project has made significant progress in the Tawa 2 program. These groups increased between 2016 and 2021 from 10 to 72 savings groups, with 1,800 members mobilizing 13,687,200 CFA francs. They were granted as a loan the sum of 5,874,350 CFA francs to ensure the empowerment of women in the area of intervention through the development of income-generating activities. Kadi Amadou, can you tell us how World Vision has supported your savings group and how it has improved your living conditions?
Ça a permis d'améliorer vos conditions de vie.
The arrival of World Vision has been a success for our saving groups. World Vision has enabled our women to care for the health, food, and education needs of approximately 12,600 children. The purchasing power of women here has gone from 3,000 CFA francs to just over 30,000 CFA francs per month.
Thank you, Kadi Amadou. Ms. Seba will now tell us about the achievements of the water, hygiene, and sanitation sector, which aims to provide basic access to drinking water, hygiene, and sanitation in communities, health facilities, and educational infrastructure. Through these objectives, Latifa has just mentioned 88,500 community members have had access to drinking water through the construction of 16 mini drinking water supply systems. Now Rablatu and Abdul Raud will ask some questions to the president of the Bloom Coup Wash Committee.
Thank you, Ms. Seba. Mr. Mama Isufu, please tell us about the achievements of World Vision in 2021 in the field of water, hygiene, and sanitation.
Community-piloted Total Sanitation is now implemented in 87 communities, of which 65 have achieved open defecation-free status.
Thank you for these enlightening answers. We can also add that the program has reached 31 schools with basic access to water, thanks to the construction of 44 taps from a mini drinking water supply.
These water supply facilities provide 23,095 students with access to safe drinking water.
Thanks to the 142 reading camps set up in the areas and the support of the schools, 48% of CE level students in the schools of the World Vision Education Technical Program master basic reading skills, compared to 27% in the non-supported schools. The children are monitored and benefit from a quality education thanks to the capacity building of the actors. Now we are going to ask a few questions to Mr. Dula. Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Tell us about the training you received from World Vision and how it improved your teaching skills.
Indeed, we received training from World Vision. This training focused on violent extremism. As we are in an area of insecurity, we recently received children, some of whom are traumatized. With this training, we have acquired a teaching method that allows us to support these children.
Thank you for your answers.
Thank you too.
This training is also the objective of the Child Protection Program that Malika will present to us.
103 village committees, 3 departmental committees, and 10 communal committees were functional to increase the protection of children. These committees increasingly report protection incidents. Now we will ask a few questions to Imam Isaka, a religious leader in the city of Smiri. How have you collaborated with World Vision in the context of child protection? Also, tell us about the training you received.
Through the training received, the commitment of religious leaders has made it possible to sensitize more than 38,733 people on children's rights through sermons.
Thank you for these responses. Now Nana will tell us about the achievements of the advocacy sector in 2021.
Merci Malika.
Thanks, Malika. Through advocacy, World Vision promotes justice through the change in policies, systems, structures, practices, attitudes, mobilization, and citizen education on humans and children's rights. In each area program, at the municipal level, a committee made up of 7 to 10 people is set up. This committee is trained on the voice and citizen action approach to conducting local advocacy.
Monsieur Abdul Wahab.
Mr. Abdul Wahab, you are the advocacy coordinator at World Vision. Can you please tell us what results you achieved in 2021?
In 2021, advocacy activities enabled us to positively impact the lives of more than 25,000 children in the health field. And more than 1,280,000 children were affected in the field of education. Also, in the area of protection, more than 26,000 children have been affected by our advocacy activities.
Impressive! World Vision is a Christian organization that works with all communities, and this Christian identity was at the heart of all their interventions. Abdul Raouf will now summarize the significant achievements of the faith and development sector in 2021.
We have what we call the Do No Harm program. This module strengthens the capacities of religious and community leaders and families for social cohesion at the family level and the level of the environment where the child is living. The second activity that I will highlight is celebrating families. In this training, we strengthen the capacities of families so they can create an environment conducive to children's spiritual, physical, and emotional development.
Créer un environnement propice pour le développement spirituel, physique et émotionnel aussi des enfants.
Now let's follow Abdul Karim, a sponsor child who will tell us about the benefits he received from World Vision in 2021.
World Vision en 2021.
My name is Abdul Karim Mamadou. Today, I am 23 years old. When I was 4, my mom heard about the World Vision sponsorship program. She took me to the World Vision office to register my name in the system. I was then sponsored by an American named Christina Roberts. She had been texting me, and we always wrote to each other. She also sent me money. Thanks to the funds Christina sent me to buy clothes, food, and my school fees, it helped me study well in school. When I finished primary school, I had to go to secondary school. But at that time, my parents had no money for me to continue studying. I then wrote back to my good friend Christina to explain the situation. And she sent me money again. Thanks to this, I enrolled in a vocational school to learn to plumb. Thanks to this plumbing training, which Christina paid me for, I can help my parents financially. Customers call me regularly to repair their taps.
Merci. Thank you, dear children, for these reports. Now I will introduce you to Mr. Ernest, the Director of Finance, who will tell us about the total budget for 2021.
Thank you, Farida. Take a seat. World Vision Niger ended the 2021 fiscal year with an overall budget of $24,600,000, which equates to about 14 billion CFA francs. This budget is divided into 2 types of resources. We have the cash portion for $20,500,000, which is 85%. But we also have in-kind donations for 15%. As for the types of funding, we have private funds, which represent 39%, sponsorship funds, 36%, and funds from government and multilateral grants for 25%.
In 2022, World Vision Niger will continue these interventions, so that by 2025, 1,745,000 children including 1,477,048, the most vulnerable, will be well-fed, educated, and protected in peaceful communities. Goodbye and see you next year.
Au revoir.